Hello everyone, welcome back to my blog. Today, in continuation to the requirements and the issues, I would be taking two topics. One would be product trials. Product trials, it's basically testing a product, um, which is a brand new product or which is a remade product before it's out in the market. So it gives you the information about the first usage, as in how is the end user liking it, or how is the brand liked by anybody, or the software liked by anybody. So the product trials are done so that you can get a blurred picture about how is it going to be when you are going to launch your software or your product. So it's basically testing a product, and it allows a company to gain the feedback from the customers. These they are part of the end users who are going to use the product in the future, and you get more insight so that you can strengthen your software. You can fix some issues which you think need to be corrected before the actual software goes live or the product is launched. So there are multiple benefits of doing the product trials. First is identify flaws and defects. So during the trials, you can test with the help of the market users, and you can check that this product or the software that they are testing, how is it that they are feeling about the product, and they share their experiences on that. They share their inputs, feedbacks on them, and by learning about these issues or feedbacks, maybe some of them can be bugs. You can actually correct those bugs before it's fully launched software and is live in the market. So it actually helps you, it's one step before the live, and it actually helps you to cover those issues which might become an issue when they are live in market, or they are actually the software is actually live or launched in the market. So then we have it attract early adopters. So the customers who are doing the trial of your product or the software, they can like your software to that extent that maybe they are those people who can be your end users in the future, starting end users. So this helps you a lot because they can actually be the people who can broadcast that information, that something like such kind of software is coming in the market, and it can be a good sign for you as an organization. So they these people, they matter a lot when a product is being trialed. Then you gather market insights. So through product trials, companies, they basically gather the data which reveals which features user like and which they do not like. So when you are having those set of users who are doing the product trial, they'll definitely give you the feedback, and the feedback, based on that, you analyze that what is more liked in the market, what is more used in the market, what is the look and feel that people like, what is basically not going through multiple navigations maybe in a page, what is it that people will actually like, so that it gives you more insights that for the successful projects or the products, what is it that we should do so that it is that market is liking it. Then it avoids major errors. So in addition to the basic issues, it can actually protect your business from major mistakes which can ruin your brands. So there sometimes a very small issue can be um, very big thing for any organization, because of the names and the brands that, and the kind of repo organization carries. So it can actually help you to fix those issues so that the reputation of the organization is not on stake. So one example, if I give you these days based on the product trials, is the COVID vaccine. Like COVID vaccines came, and they were there were a lot of product trials that were being done. So when one organization started, after that there were many organizations, like in India also we had Serum Institute, which was developing the COVID vaccine. So seeing one organization, each organization who was in the process of making the COVID vaccine, they started having the product trials. So product trials were done so that you can figure out that how is it, that what is the feedback of it, how, what are the after effects or outcomes of that thing. So this thing has gained a lot of popularity in the recent times, and every organization is regressively using this product trials, because they do not hamper anything, but they help you to make a better software, and you have that the esteem of your organization is intact. So this is about the product trial. Then we have the workshops. So, workshops is one word which is very common in the private organizations. So, workshops, they are actually the sessions, they are the systematic sessions which allow, you have a group of people who are connected, they are together, and their main motive is same. They want to solve an issue, or they want to find a way to sort out something which is not having a solution, or something which needs an solution. Maybe there is a solution, or maybe there is not any solution. So for all these kind of things, there are some workshops which are done, and there are group of people, there are always people who are counted, who are supposed to be part of those workshops. And there is a facilitator who always takes up this process of organizing the workshops. They have a proper agenda, that what they are supposed to discuss, and what is the time frame that they are going to take for the discussion of all those issues. So workshops are done not only in fixing the issues, or and sometimes they are done when you want to make some changes in your existing product. So we can say that we can have the meeting also. What is a meeting is different from what is a workshop. Workshop is very dedicated, and you need not discuss entire things of a project. In a meeting you can have a set of people who are not supposed to be part of one specific issue or one specific discussion, but maybe lot more people who have to talk on the behalf of the software, but not on a specific point. It can be on a whole, you discuss the things. But in workshop, you have very focused people who sit together, and they try to figure out that how they can sort out some issues. So these sessions, they have very, you have a very clear picture what is required, very clear picture who are the people who are needed, and you are very focused that you need to actually find a solution, you need to fix an issue. Maybe whatever way you find out, be it fishbone analysis or any gap analysis, whatever you do, but your prime motive is that you have to find out how you can fix the issue, and you are very sure that you need to see that once you are discussing about some fixes, you need to see what are the next steps. So that it should not reoccur, or how it should be tested, and we are assured that this thing will not happen in future. So that is basically the workshops, and workshops are also very much part of the projects which are mm, being done in the organizations. When you have the project deliveries or the project blockages, or some new functionalities, so workshops we can have people of the or of the client side, or you can say the stakeholders who are part of the workshops, and some people of the development team, uh, definitely including the business analyst, who is supposed to give the first his first feedback on whatever is being discussed. So it depends who all are required, but we cannot have people who are complete, all the people who are working in a project are never part of workshop. So that is what is the workshop. And that's all for today. If you have any queries, please do write to me. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.